Hopefully you learned something. Don't forget to hit that like, smash the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's fix these houses. All World Construction, and I'm out. We cut this 6 inches. This is just floating here, but it fits really well. As you can see, the bottoms are pretty tight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grade it from that side up a little bit higher, and it's going to drain this way. And of course, I'm going to put a catch basin. The bottom of the gutter spout is going to drain on top of the catch basin, and then it's going to drain into the existing 3-inch sewer pipe. Put an atrium drain on that one because the flat one was getting clogged. As you can see, there is this rock that the customer put, which was causing flooding issues. So that's a whole nother separate issue. There was the clay tile on top of the slab with the rock, so torrential rain would cause it to flood, and it would flood in and over that, damaging the linoleum or the laminate on the inside of the house. So basically the cut is made, so now I'm just fitting the channel drain, cutting it to spec, and then we're going to set the channel drain using some brick mortar to set the height, and then we'll pack in regular concrete. Okay, what we have here is just the demo. Alright, so now I cut the length to the proper lengths, and now I dry fit it, so now it drops, I'd say about close to an inch over. This is about 17-18 feet. So I like that grade. If you do the math, that's right around 1%, 2%. So I'm happy with it. Enough to get water over in this end, but not enough to where it's going to trap sediment right there in the middle. But it's also going to move some heavier stuff all the way out down here. So the grate is good. Next is going to be trimming the grate, which we're going to do with a grinder. And other than that, it's about setting mortar down at the bottom, tapping it to the right elevations, and then letting that set, and then the gaps get filled with concrete. All right, the channel drain is in. As you can see, I filled up the gaps with some concrete, and if you get down, you can see it is kind of a channel so that it does get pushed into the channel drain. This side is higher in elevation than that side. As you can see close up, it is flush with the top of the patio. But if we go down here, as you can see, it does drop down more into a channel so that it funnels out this way to the 4-inch sewer pipe. I cleaned out the drains, made sure it worked, glued everything up after I was comfortable with it. As you can see there, I have the 90. I have the catch basin. That drainage is going to come out over there and then have a 90 that pops right into that. I have a large square catch basin cap for that. The reason I really like these circular ones is because you can actually put them however deep you want and then add an extension onto that, so you can make sure that this is the perfect height. With the square ones, you can't do that because you can't find a tube, so you have to be very careful of the depth you put the catch basin. So keep that in mind. I have the 4-inch sewer line with a 45, and then it goes into the existing catch basin with that atrium I showed you earlier. You know, and I did modify this. I did drill a few holes down that side just for water that tends to accumulate in this area. I'm gonna go ahead and pack that down, but then I'm just gonna put regular dirt in all of this. And you know, some of you may not agree with that, but it just makes sense to me. And also, you know, I did have to drill a hole through the catch basin and then put some 40-year caulking there. Let me get this out of the way. And then as you can see, it drains out to the street this way. So happy with it. Time to move some dirt. Now, as you can see, the aggregate size is a little bit smaller than the grate size. So there is a concern about whether or not the aggregate will fall into the channel drain. But that's why the catch basin was installed. So even if it does, it just needs to be cleaned, and we can call that regular maintenance. I did install a screen on that, and that is secured by the grate screws. And I did secure the bottom of, or seal the bottom of the sliding door with some water stop cement. It's kind of like Portland. It's impermeable to water. I did put some concrete over in this corner so that when it does come out, it does go into the catch basin. Okay, so what we have here is the channel drain installed, everything back to its original order. As you can see, we have the channel drain hidden underneath there. Other than that, it's all set. Did put an extension there, and that was it. Smash the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's fix these houses. All World Construction, and I'm out.